Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Sunless Skies. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today here in the arboreal wilds, apparently. As long as we don't get attacked by anything. This is looking very... not gloomy. What's the word? The undergrowth draws in. The calls of unknown gargantuan beasts rattle your engine. Here, the reach runs wild. And also, there's a ghost story over here for me. Let's do it. Let's see. So we can 50s. Oh, that's pretty bad. I can strip her for repairs. Let's do the damage so extensive. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because don't crash. Because I have been getting myself into a lot of trouble recently. But we've also been making progress, which is great. And I think we are well on our way to get a new engine. At least that's my hope. Maybe not the immediate hope, but eventually. What I mean by immediate, I mean maybe not this episode, but in a future episode. We did get a bunch of money recently, so we... Oh. The game is not crashing. That's not what it does. It just does a weird thing. It's good that the map is filling up. So we're going to Port Haven right now. I wanted to explore the map as well as I could. Because as far as I can tell, we can just travel ad infinitum, I believe would be the correct term, here in these skies. And as long as we don't die. And even if we do, we can reload, because that's how I'm playing the game. But more importantly, okay, is that going to be a good thing? That looks like a good thing. I don't know what it is. Oh, I do know what it is. I can't do anything with that. I need to talk to it with... what is it? A butchery. Right. That looks like the worst thing. Whew. Anyway, we're going to Port Haven because we should be able to go to to New Winchester from Port Haven with the amount of fuel we have right now. If Port Haven doesn't sell us anything, which is a possibility, because the last time I was there, I sort of overstayed my welcome. We'll see how things go. But it has been a long while since we've been here, and honestly, I don't even remember what it was like. I have some vague recollection of some old people making tea for me. Nowhere in. Okay, game, please stop chugging. I don't even know why you do that. Surely it can't be the computer. Although it could be Windows. I have a problem with Windows. That if I restart the computer rather than shutting it down and turning it on again, it takes forever to start. And I need to reinstall Windows. It's gonna be fine. A bucolic village nestled within looming pre-human ruins. The dock is little more than a farmyard. Port Haven's inhabitants quickly tire of visitors, but you may be able to find ways to increase your welcome here before you venture into the village. I can indeed. I assume find ways to increase my welcome. I don't know how that would work, but let's look at the bazaar. So I have none of the crockery of things. Also, that's good. That's crockery is what we need to sell. How many do we need to sell? It will help the stovepipes. That's kind of a bad thing. 5 crates. Aw, that sucks. Let's see. They sell souls. That's about that. And if I go to Port Haven proper, this is what happens. Let's go to the village green. A golden nebula. The village green, the heart of the village, surrounded by orchards of real apple trees that were shipped through the avid horizon as seeds. Okay. Now we've been there. Don't know we're in. Let's go there. I am unwelcome. Port Haven's first public house stands amidst the nodding copse of apple trees. Inside, brass gleams cozily, and the brass beams, window latches, doorknobs, and other fittings retrieved from the first locomotives that carried people here. A great polished wheel hangs on the wall. So, conversation steals. The clientele stares at you balefully. Last orders just closed, the barman grunts, and that is because I am unwelcome. I can go upstairs. The new Sommernet Hunting Club has exclusive rights to the rooms above the pub, as well as its finest brandies. I don't have membership, though, so I'm not going to go upstairs. We've been over there already. She purchased... there's a short-sighted cryptozoologist over here. She perches on a stool in the corner, staring at a map of the Reach. I could have... No. Must have taken a wrong connection to New Winchester, she says. A tiny figure, weighed down by 2 backpacks and a heavy duffel coat, looks through thick glasses at her map and then up at you. Excuse me, I need passage. I don't suppose you could help me? I'm on a trail of unusual beasts. I can pay you for your time. Yeah, welcome. Where do you need to go? Trader's Wood, she beams, the short-sighted... Oh, yeah, short-sighted. Cryptozoologist beams. She leans in conspiratorially, as it turns out, to the wrong person. They say there's all sorts living in that place, and... Oh, sorry. And she turns to you. There's all sorts living in that place. Possibly even an ape man. Won't it be fun to find out? So, she needs to go to where? Trader's Wood. I don't know where that is. Does it tell me? No, it does not. Escort the short-sighted cryptozoologist. Almost boarded someone else's locomotive, though. A kindly stoker guided her the right way and onto yours. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hi. Do I need to talk to her somehow? I don't know. Let's continue. Okay, well, that's that. Actions will wear my welcome. I am unwelcome enough, so I will do all the actions. And I can't write a port report, because that's what really stood in my memory. And we could go into the Cyclopean ruins. These would be the pre-humans, I would wager. Let's go into the village green. I have worn out my welcome. Let's go into the ruins. I have worn out my welcome, and this is why I didn't want to come over here. The Mr. Menagerie is passing through Port Haven, though. A title posted by the station advertises the service, which is great. Visit Mr. Menagerie. By all means, the cloaked figure looks up at you and approaches. Its garnet-hued eyes gleam from the darkness of its hood. Scouts? It rasps, hopefully. Its voice is like a cleaver on a whetstone. I can't mimic it. I can purchase a star-smitten bat. I can listen to a story of things past. Mr. Menagerie is keen to tell you a tale from its collection, but requires payment first. Charity is a crime, the punishment severe. So what am I missing here? A searing... So why can I do this? Because I have 2 of each. Sounds good to me. A star-smitten bat. It nestles in the crook of Mr. Menagerie's neck, burbling happily. Its eyes gleam with pale fire, like one who has looked too long at a star. The star-smitten bat has good range, returns after finding 1 discovery, and conveys little information about what it finds. It requires mirrors of 25 or more to use. So I don't think I want it. I think I have that already, that's the thing. And there's a cow? That's not a cow, that's the Ratronauts. I need that. What is that? A condemned experiment. I have no idea where I'm going to get that and what that even is. I'm going to listen to a story, though. Let's see what I can do. Mr. Menagerie gestures to the ruins that loom over the port like the Sphinx outside Thebes. We were in service here long ago. A bargain struck with the old king in the woods. He served at a table, procured deliciousness, watched, witnessed fear. Freedom is better. Freedom is better, it repeats in tones of mild admonishment. I thought I was saying it instead of him. It was him. Okay, I'm gonna acquire nothing. Mr. Menagerie nods its head. We are moving elsewhere soon, but we will leave a note saying where we have gone. We will have more things to show and stories to tell. It turns away, humming an eerie tune to itself as it gathers up its things for the next leg of the journey. Okay, so this is the main thing. This is gonna increase my welcome if I... Oh! Share salon stewed gossip. I love it. You make for the nowhere. That's where we are? Oh, I didn't read it. No, it didn't say that before. Yeah, you make for the nowhere, the local pub, where you can be sure of an audience. Ears bend to overhear your conversation about a London scandal. One resident even buys you a drink. An unquestionable honor. for sure. And now I have 2 welcoming in here, which is pretty good. And that means I can write a port report, which is also pretty good. Were it, because I didn't do it before, were it not for talks of smugglers and sky beasts, you could easily confuse this place for a village on the world you left behind. It's quite peaceful here, apart from some fuss over a newspaper delivery. The villagers frown and change the subject when you ask about it. That's it's a little bit worrying. So I still have 15. I don't lose the gossip. I do. Maybe I misread. I thought I had 15 before, and apparently I had 16. You make for nowhere, and they get me a booze, which is great. Oh, I didn't lose welcome here. Okay, this is a very interesting thing. Okay, perhaps not. So this is Port Avon. A quiet day in Port Avon. A pleasant breeze wafts through the village, making even its pricklier residents relax their guard and welcome guests. Only a little, but enough that even a visiting stranger can enjoy their bonhomie. Bonhomie? That's from French. It means good man, I believe. But it comes from the word bonhomme, which means the good man. And I've seen it in English, but I mean, just, it probably means the literal word means friendship, I would assume. What's the for woman? What would it be? Bonne femme? Is it femme in French? I believe it is. So bonne femme with an extra N over here and an E, and then of course femme with 2 M's. Let's see. Play a round of cricket. I can buy cheap fuel at the engine yard. It's not very cheap. No, it is pretty cheap, so I'll buy it. The Sharmas have a surplus of fuel and nowhere to store it. That sounds good to me. The oily-faced girl from the docks helps roll the barrels onto the engine and into the cargo hold, ready for use. That is pretty good. Well, that's that, isn't it? Aw. A note from Mr. Menagerie telling me where they are going, or it is going. Interestingly enough, it's always referred to as it. We journey to your house of invention near the Ormswold. Ormswold, I have no idea. Let's see. So we can now go to Village Green and see what we can do over here. Visit the allotments. 100% chance of success, which is good. Take a relaxing stroll through the village. I think I did that already. In fenced plots across Port Avon, grizzled horticulturalists tame the rampant vegetation of the Reach. The contents of the allotments are unlike familiar vegetables, but it helps to look for the similarities. That bulbous squash is too lumpen, too spotty, too purple to be a marrow, but it is more like a marrow than it is like a cucumber. The little fruits clumped on the serpentine vines are clearly not cherries. Cherries are not hairy, but they are closer to cherries than they are to, say, kiwi fruit or otters. Call it a marrow, then. Call them cherries. It helps, somehow. The gardener, mistaking your cognitive reshuffle for hunger, offers you a handful of freshly dug, tapered, tiger-striped roots. Let's call them carrots. I love it. Attend a service at church. Absolutely. It's a small church with whitewashed walls. From within, you hear the slow drone of a Sunday sermon. The congregation is a mix of attentive locals sitting primly at the front and visitors perched at the back. The accordionist coaxes them into an attempt at Judge Eternal throned in splendor. And I'm sure that is an actual... I got a Sky story for that. Oh, that's really good. Really? And of course, that basically was a free Sky story. Huh. I mean, an extra Sky story, because... No, wait, what? No, 2. Yeah, right. So it was basically an extra welcome here, because 1 Sky story equals 2 welcomes. No, that's a different thing. It's the Silent Stewed thing. This is just a better thing as well. Okay, that's good. The contents of the allotment are unlike... Oh, that goes back to that. And I got another one over here. So I can just do that over and over again. Okay. Where am I? I suppose that's just a good thing that happens. Let's not do that. Let's go into the inn. Appreciate an amount of cider, but that would require me to be good at drinking it. Read a work of speculative fiction. I believe I have read that, and I can head upstairs, even though I can't do anything up there. So let's go to Cyclopean Ruins, and probably not do much, because this requires 48. 100%. Enjoy the picturesque surroundings. That sounds like a good time. All is well. Indeed, all is well. This is good. Yeah. Not one of the looming stones is quite square, yet they all slot together immaculately. What were these ruins before their fall? Even their bones are tall and stately as the finest cathedrals of old France. What interesting that it says old France, because at Victorian age they basically broke down all the cathedrals. Not all of them, but yeah. What purpose did excuse me. What purpose did they serve in the past? Plentiful days when their sun still shone. Okay, I can enjoy the picturesque surroundings. How they soar, how tragic, how solemn. Like the most rampant visions of Turner. Nice. That is really good. How vast were the beings that resided here? Were they kings? Was this their place? Sorry, their palace. You sit in the monumental shadow of a stone and watch the stars wheel above. What must they think, those stars, to see such grand ruins become the abode of such tiny, brief things? Interesting. Of course, referring to ourselves. So I have worn out my welcome, but that's not a problem. Oh, that is a problem, though. I need to go over here. And I can share more. And get some more right there. And then I can go to the Cyclopean Ruins. Go in there again. And do that again if I want to. And just get another Sky Story. Which is pretty good. I could go for another Sky Story. Let's do it. Partial success. That's interesting. What was the chance? 100%. Oh no, that didn't work quite as well. Your piece is interrupted by a whistling. A popular tune, appallingly executed. A painter is here. He has set his back to a towering arc and is painting its reflection from a mirror set beside his easel. The mirror's glass is black, dulling the vibrant green of the moss and the scintillating hues of the sky. The truly picturesque requires a certain restraint, he explains, frowning irritably over his shoulder at the splendid view. This is trying rather too hard, don't you think? His presence has ruined the atmosphere, but your walk is not unpleasant. My terror has fallen. That is good. I wonder if I can do that again. I mean, I suppose I can, but let's not do that. And the rest of the stuff is good to go, I suppose. Huh. Let's get out of Port Haven, then. And I can reverse for extra things. And I can go back to New Winchester. Let's go through the west, though. And hopefully not get shot out of the sky. There's a lot of pollen around. I would think it's pollen. So it probably is because of the trees and all that. Although in my experience, apple trees don't tend to have don't tend to be overly aggressive with their pollinization. It's usually more fragrant trees that are, well, more, I don't know, actually. We never had well, we did have apple trees here in my house. But they're at the back of the yard, so I rarely go there. I rarely went there, because I don't do that anymore. So, this is probably a passage. Oh, also, I need to make sure... Yeah, I probably want that other bat. A medical emergency. The settler from Port Prosper staggers onto the bridge, clutching his throat. He appears to be in some distress. Indeed, hair sprouts like invasive weed from every follicle in his body, forcing its way out. Oh, is he gonna die? Well, it's dead already. I thought he was turning into a werewolf. I mean, he was already a werewolf. Let's keep the body for study. The settler's exceedingly singular misfortune may yet prove a great boon to the fledgling science of interstellar pathology. Terror didn't happen. You ignore the looks your crew give you as you order the corpse taken to cold storage. Those with hardy stomachs can assist with a thorough examination later. For now, the mop and broom. What are you... Okay, the settler is no longer on your locomotive, which is not quite true, but I understand what it means. Delivering a settler, you're rid of your settler. If you visit Queen's Cross in Port Prosper, you can pick up another. Sounds good to me. And again, the experience and condemned experiments. Now that is the thing that we saw. Also, I saw that. What is this? That's a tackety. Yeah, of course. Drunk all the time. That's just how they are. I'm pretty sure that's all drivers. Yeah, this does look like an impassable blockade, but it is not quite. And we're getting the new Winchester soundtrack. It's really interesting how it only shows up over here, and it works very well as a... I don't know, I like it a lot. I like the soundtrack for sure, but I like the effect it causes. Also, we're going that way, so... because we're going to Lustrum eventually. So we're going to turn around, even though I'm not really sure that's going to matter. We'll see. New Winchester. Here we are. So, repair my locomotive first and foremost. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. Can go to the Promise of Days. Nothing happens here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's nothing here. Let's just go to the bazaar first. The Carillion Connection. Collecting this prosper will aid the company's war effort. So that requires... Wait, what? The Carillion Connection. The Windward Company have been unable to break the Takate's hold on our minings to keep... So I need 5 barrels of unseasoned hours. Well, it just so happens that I have a lot. So I need to go to the bank. And I can see that I have a lot of them. So I can also put those over there, and I will. So can I just click? I can indeed. So I'll take all of those. Sounds good to me. Also, Ministry Approved Literature. I don't remember what that is for. Oh, let's see. Explore, press G, rather. Okay. So, I can do this. Where does it need to go? Hopefully to Lustrum. It's Carillon. Okay. Carillon is to the east. So we can do that. Absolutely, we can do that. Press G. Bazaar. Claimed. Monetary munitions. Explosives for Lustrum. I can't claim that. But I need 5 crates of munitions. Now that's going to be quite a problem. I can't claim that because of the... because I don't have room. So I'll need to get rid of one of these. Probably that one. Because that one is for... well, I'm never going to have that. I don't have munitions. So unless these guys have... cheap munitions in here somehow. Well, this is what we're trying to buy. One of these ships. So, what is that? I can't tell. It's better than ours. It's got more hull health, but less hull space, cargo space, and it feeds fewer people. So what I want is probably straight upgrades, which is this one. How much money do I have? Huh. It's quite not a lot at all, unfortunately. Okay. Let's not take that then. We could, and maybe should, take the spyglass. But we don't have any over here. Where do you get it? You know, for this thing? Yeah, we don't have it over here. Unless one of these... Oh, no. We have butchery. Look at that. Murgatroyd's Stain Away canning station. I am sort of afraid of what that is. Also, we could get some shielding. We already have bronzewood shielding, which is good. And we have space for small armament over there. I would assume that's also small armament. So I can buy another, which would be probably good. And that also means that I'm gonna need to fix my ship. Let's pay. Let's pay a lot. Let's see what we have over here. This requires iron at a bunch, and I can't This requires wheels at a bunch, and I can. What is that? That is... a Vuela. I've seen that. That's the triple shot, isn't it? Why should punishment weave the veil with iron wheels at war? Short-range, rapid-firing gun capable of quick turn-arounds, beloved by the short-tempered and the short-sighted. Don't say that. Sensible plumbing. That's for quarters. Okay. Bridge slot. I wonder where that goes, the quarters. Let's buy this one. I need to click over here. Because we can put these in other ships. So that's just good. Okay, the slots. It tells me the slots. You see that? There's a little icon. Which means... well, actually... I don't know if it does. Interesting, isn't it? Huh. Anyway, that's good. Which means we can indeed... oh, if I... no, we're already there. Which means we can buy some of these. And we should be fine. We should absolutely... should be absolutely okay. More importantly, I want to fix my engine. So I want to go over here, repair my locomotive, and partially repaired. Actually, that's not what I wanted. I need to fully repair the thing. And now I have enough money, hopefully. 537. Everything is good. And we, well, I don't have enough time for the day because we're out of the time. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Sunless Skies. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.